Hello, my name is Izzy and welcome to your yoga mat. For today's class, all you need is a block. If you have two, that's great, but one works just fine. If you just place these up the top, ready for later in the class, and come to sit however you find comfortable, whether that's kneeling or with your legs crossed. And I invite you to close down your eyes and just connect to your breath, to bring yourself into the present moment and drop your awareness down into your body, to leave everything else throughout your day, whether that's happened or whether it's yet to happen, off of your mat, and to allow yourself this time just for yourself. I'd also like to remind you that this is your practice, and what I recommend are just recommendations. You can either dull it down or spice it up to suit your needs. So just listen to your body and flow however you find most comfortable. On your next inhale, bring your hands up above your head in prayer position and bring your right hand down for a lateral stretch along the left side of your body. Breathing here. Inhale, bring your hands back to center, and exhale, bring your left hand down for a lateral stretch down the right hand side of your body. Inhale, back to center, and exhale, bring your right hand down for a stretch on the left. Taking a few big deep breaths. Inhale, back to center, and exhale, bring your left hand down, feeling that stretch along the right side. So next we're going to take a twist. If you bring your hands back to center and then cross your left hand onto your right knee, looking over your right shoulder, really feeling that stretch in the upper part of your spine. Trying to twist round to face the back of the room. And as you take an inhale, we're going to stretch that right arm up and over the top of your head for another lateral stretch down the right side. And then we're going to cross it over and bring hands to opposite knees, really curving into the spine here. On an inhale, bring yourself halfway up, and exhale, roll back round into the spine, really stretching out the shoulder blades. On your inhale, bring your hands back to center, and we're going to twist to the other side. So bring your right hand to your left knee and look over your left shoulder. And breathe here. On your next inhale, we're going to take that lateral stretch over the other side. So bring your left arm up, feeling that stretch down the left side of your body. And as you exhale, cross your hands back over, bringing them to opposite knees. Again, feeling that stretch down the back of your spine and along your shoulder blades. And then inhale, bring your hands back to center. And we're going to find our way into all fours position. So bring your wrists under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. We're going to move into thread the needle. So bring your right hand up to face the sky, and we're going to thread it through underneath the left armpit, bringing our ear to the ground. So you can stretch your left arm out, or if you like to, you can take a bind, tucking your hand just over your right thigh. Really breathe here into this shoulder stretch and try and open yourself out to the left, opening the front of your chest. And bring your hand back up and then back down in front of your face, uncurling, bringing your right arm to face the sky, and open your left to the sky and then thread it through on the other side. Again, bringing your hand either out in front or tucking it round your back and in between your left thigh. Really feeling the stretch, opening up the chest, and feeling the stretch all across the spine. And then uncurling, bringing your right hand down and opening your left back out to the sky. So we're going to come into some wrist stretches. So just take a couple of circles one way, and a couple of circles the other way, just warming up the joints. So if it feels comfortable for you, you can twist your hands so your fingers are facing your knees and just sit back onto your heels, really stretching out that inner part of your wrist. And then flipping the hands so the back of your hands are against the mat and stretching out the other side of your wrist. And then when you're ready, just sit back onto your heels and give those hands and wrists just a good old shake, just to make sure we get any last bits of tension out. And come back into all fours. We're going to move into cats and cows. So as you inhale, drop the belly, arch the spine, and then exhale, curl under, bringing your navel into your spine. Inhale, drop your spine, lift the gaze, and exhale, tuck the tailbone, bringing the gaze underneath. So move through your cats and cows with your breath, really matching the inhales and the exhales to the movement, taking any other alternative movements if you'd like. Really feeling into those shoulder blades. And then if you'd sit back on your heels, we're going to come into child's pose. And we're going to move again with the breath from child's pose into either a cobra or upward facing dog. It's completely up to you. So on your exhale, come back into your child's pose. And then on your inhale, either keep the knees on the ground or tuck the toes, coming up into your upward facing dog. Again, really move with your body and however you feel is best. If you prefer to just stay in child's pose, then just stay there. And if you want to look over your left shoulder or look over your right shoulder, really stretching out the upper body and the chest, just do that. On your next exhale, keep your toes tucked as we come into child's pose, and just hover the knees slightly off the ground. And then as you straighten them, we'll come into our first downward dog. So really finding what feels best for you at the moment, walking out your dog, taking the weight from one foot into the other, bringing the shoulder blades together, and making sure that you're keeping the weight in your fingers and not just in your wrists, really gripping the floor. And then I invite you to come to stillness and maybe close down your eyes and just see how your downward dog feels in your body. On your next inhale, come high up on your toes and take some tippy toes all the way to the top of your mat, where we're just going to hang, just stretching out the lower part of the spine. You can take opposite elbows and just sway from side to side. Bending your knees as much as you can, resting your stomach on your thighs. Just really taking your time to hang heavy. And on your next inhale, bend your knees and slowly roll vertebrae by vertebrae up to standing, rolling your shoulders at the top, bringing your shoulder blades down the back of your spine, standing tall in Tadasana. I invite you to close your eyes and imagine yourself in mountain pose, standing at the top of a mountain. Breathing in and out. So we're going to take a couple rounds of Sun Salutation A. So on your inhale, lift your arms up and your gaze, slight back bend. Exhale, bring your hands down. Inhale to fingertips or shins to your half lift, and exhale, forward fold, stepping back with your right foot and your left foot, coming down all the way to the ground, into your cobra, into your back bend. And on your exhale, coming back into your downward facing dog. For an inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, come high up on the toes, bend the knees, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale for your halfway lift and exhale to fold. Inhale, root to rise, lift your hands and your gaze, and exhale, fold straight back down. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, hands to the floor, and you can either step back or you can take a hop, and hopping your feet back into Chaturanga and inhaling to your upward facing dog, and exhaling over your toes to your downward facing dog. For an inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, come high up on your toes, bend your knees, look forward, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale for your half lift, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, lift your hands and your gaze, and exhale, fold straight back down. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, step or hop to the back of the mat. Inhale for your upward facing dog and your back bend, and exhale to your downward facing dog. Inhaling here and exhaling, returning to your breath and your body. On your inhale, come high up on your toes, bend your knees, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale for your halfway lift, exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, bringing your hands and your gaze up and joining your hands. I invite you to bring them onto your chest, and if you'd like, close down your eyes, just bringing yourself back into your body and seeing how you feel after our first bits of movement, really rooting down into the ground. So we're going to come through a couple rounds of Sun Salutation B, and we're going to start with a chair pose. So either keep your feet hip width distance apart, or if you'd like to bring them closer together, then I invite you to do that now. And on your inhale, sweep your hands low and bring your hips down into your chair pose, really engaging your core muscles here, feeling strong in the whole body. And clasping your hands behind your back, and we're going to fold forward, bringing your fists up to face the sky, feeling that stretch in your shoulder blades, inhaling to your halfway lift, stepping or hopping back through your back bend, either upward facing dog or cobra, and over your toes into your downward facing dog. On your inhale, we're going to raise the right foot up to the sky for a three-legged dog and step it between the palms, bringing your back knee down and untucking those toes, coming into a runner's lunge. And on your inhale, you're going to sweep the arms up alongside your ears, coming into a low lunge, and then bringing your arms down into cactus, really feeling your chest opening. And then on your exhale, you're going to straighten your front leg and fold forward into half splits. And then on your inhale, walk yourself forward back into that runner's lunge, lifting the chest. And exhale, bring yourself back again into half splits, straightening that front leg. So we're going to do this a couple of times with the breath. You can go at your own pace, coming between half splits and runner's lunge. And then staying in our half splits for a couple of breaths. Before walking back, framing your front foot, tuck the back toes and step back into our plank, coming back through our flow, upward facing dog or cobra, back over the toes into our downward facing dog. And we'll do that on the other side. So as you inhale, lift your left leg and step it forward in between your palms, bringing your back knee down, untucking those toes and coming into your runner's lunge. Inhale, sweep your arms up alongside your ears and bring your hands down into cactus, lifting that chest, lifting the gaze if it feels comfortable. And then exhale, frame that front foot and straighten that leg, coming back into our half splits and into our runner's lunge, flowing with the breath. So exhale back to your half splits and inhale to your runner's lunge. And then as we come back, taking a couple of breaths just in our half splits, feeling that stretch along the back of the hamstring. Before walking our hands forward again, framing that front foot, tucking the back toes and stepping back into our plank, coming through chaturanga into our cobra or upward facing dog, over the toes into our downward facing dog. Taking a couple of breaths here. On your next inhale, come high on the toes, bend the knees, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale for your halfway lift, exhale to forward fold. Inhale back to chair pose, and inhale, bring your hands to heart center, crossing them over your chest. And I invite you to close your eyes again, just dropping your awareness back down into the body. Coming back through chair pose, on your inhale, sweep your arms down low, bringing them up alongside your ears, clasping your hands behind your back, opening your chest to the front, and forward fold, bringing your fists up to the sky. Again, feeling that stretch in the shoulder blades and down the back side of your body. As you inhale, come to your halfway lift and step or hop to the back of the mat, coming through your flow, upward facing dog or cobra, and over the toes to your downward facing dog. And on the inhale, we're going to lift the right leg up and step it forward, again between your palms, grounding that back foot down into your warrior one, bringing your arms up alongside your ears. And on your exhale, opening out to the side into your warrior two position. You can face your palms up and then face them back down at the ground just to relax those shoulder blades, and then looking over your front hand in this strong warrior position. On your inhale, flip the front palm and come back into your reverse warrior, feeling that stretch down the side of your body. And on your exhale, bringing your elbow to the knee for extended side angle. Moving with the breath again, coming back into reverse warrior, and then back again into your extended side angle. And then we're going to bring the left hand down on the inside of the foot and open up to our easy twist. Then rolling over the outside of the feet into our Cleopatra, and then coming back to frame the foot. If you want, you can stay with the flow we've been doing already, or if not, I invite you to try the three-legged flow with me. Coming down into Chaturanga, bringing your feet down, and coming back into your downward facing dog. And we'll do that again on the other side. So as you inhale, lift your left leg up and step it between your palms, bringing your back foot down into warrior one and lifting your arms up alongside your ears, feeling strong in your legs and strong in the body. Opening out to your warrior two on the other side, again dropping those shoulders. And as you inhale, flip your palm and come back into reverse warrior. And exhale, either elbow to knee or hands on the ground for your extended side angle. Inhale for reverse warrior. And exhale for your extended side angle. Again, bringing that right hand down and opening up to our easy twist on the other side, rolling over the feet into our Cleopatra, and then coming back to frame the front foot. Again, if you took the three-legged flow on the other side, then try it again on this side. Coming up into our back bend and meeting back in downward facing dog. So we're going to do that again, but we're going to move a little bit faster. We're going to go breath to breath. As you inhale, raise your right leg up, step it forward between your palms, grounding your back foot down. Inhale for warrior one, exhale for warrior two. Inhale for your reverse warrior, and exhale for extended side angle. Inhale for reverse warrior, and exhale for extended side angle. So inhale, we're going to come back to warrior two, and exhale, we're going to come forward into half moon. So bring that right hand down onto the block in front of you, bringing your left arm up to the sky. You can either look up or down, whichever is most comfortable for your neck and your balance. And then as we inhale, we're going to bring our foot up. Try not to touch the floor. We're going to come into our stork position before balancing back, coming back into our high lunge, bringing your arms up, and then bringing your left hand down for that easy twist, rolling over the feet, coming back through Cleopatra. And then we're going to walk our hands to the back of the mat, coming into Skandasana. You can have either your heels lifted or down, and then bring your left hand down and open up to the sky, just opening up that chest, and then walking back to the front of the mat, framing our front foot and coming back through our flow to downward facing dog, high plank, and down through Chaturanga to upward facing dog or cobra, and then back to our downward facing dog. And lift your left leg up, step it between your palms. Inhale to warrior one, exhale to warrior two. Inhale, come to your reverse warrior. And exhale, come to your extended side angle. Inhale to reverse warrior. Exhale to extended side angle. And inhale to warrior two. And exhale, coming forward again to our half moon. Bringing that left hand onto your block. Bringing your right hand to the sky. Feeling that balance. And then bringing our foot through. Bringing our knee up into our chest. Balancing here. And then bringing our foot back into our high lunge. Coming back into easy twist on the other side, over the toes into our Cleopatra, and walking to the back of the mat for Skandasana on the other side. Placing your right hand down, lifting your left arm up to the sky, feeling that stretch and that chest opener on the other side. And walking back to the top of the mat, framing our foot, taking our last flow, coming up into high plank, high on the toes, through Chaturanga to upward facing dog or cobra, and over the toes into our downward facing dog. Taking a couple of deep breaths here. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, come high up on your toes. Bend your knees, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale for your halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming back to chair pose. And exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Closing down your eyes. Just reconnecting back to your body and your breath. And taking your feet mat width apart, we're going to come down into Malasana Yogi Squat, making sure to keep the legs engaged. You can either bring your hands into prayer position or place them over your heart. Using our hands just to sit back, bringing your legs out straight in front of you. So we're going to bring your left foot in towards your right thigh, keeping your right leg straight but bringing it slightly out to the side. Lifting your arms up alongside your ears and fold forward. Taking hold of wherever is most comfortable for you, whether that's your knee or your shin or your ankle or around your feet. Just feel this stretch along the back side of your body. As you inhale, sweep your left hand up and over for one more side stretch, reaching it for your foot. As we move into our butterfly, bringing the soles of your feet together, curling the spine round and folding forward over your feet. You can rest your elbows on the inside of your legs, just for an extra bit of stretch. And gently unrolling, taking that stretch on the other side, straighten out your left leg and lift your arms up and fold forward over the other side, again coming to wherever is comfortable. On your inhale, sweep your right arm up and over, again for a lateral stretch along the other side, reaching your hand for those toes. Coming over onto your back, bringing your knees up into your chest and just rocking from side to side. We're going to come into reclined pigeon pose. So bring your feet down on the floor in front of you and cross your left foot over your right knee, keeping yourself there if that's enough of a stretch, or bringing your knee into your chest, interlacing your hands behind your thigh or in front of your shin, whichever's most comfortable for you. That left leg down and straighten it out, pulling that right knee into our chest before rolling over to the left side for a twist. So bring that left hand onto the knee just to support it while opening your right arm out to the side, looking over to your right hand, feeling that stretch and twist all the way up and down your spine. And then when you're ready, rolling back to center, bringing the knees into the chest and taking reclined pigeon on the other side. Bringing that right foot onto your left knee and bringing them into your chest. Again, interlacing your hands either behind your thigh or in front of your shin, whichever feels most comfortable. And then releasing that right leg straight, bringing your left knee into your chest before rolling over to your right side for a twist. Keeping your right hand on that left knee and opening your left arm out to the side. Looking along your left arm for that stretch up and down your spine. And when you're ready, rolling back to the center. Just rocking those knees from side to side one more time. And if it feels comfortable in your body, you can bring your arms out into a T shape, just using your core to rock your feet and your knees from side to side. Giving them one last squeeze, and if you'd like, come into happy baby, bringing your hands to the outer blades of your feet, bringing your legs into a right angle, either in stillness or rocking from side to side. And then when you're ready, gently releasing yourself down into our final resting pose, into Shavasana. Feeling our whole body relax. Taking in the class we've just done. Taking in how we feel now compared to how we felt at the start. Relaxing our whole body and coming into stillness. And then when you're ready, stretching out your toes, maybe lifting your hands up above your head and bending your knees, using your legs to roll yourself up back into a seated position, trying to keep your eyes closed. Taking a moment to be grateful for yourself, for this time you've carved out for this practice. And as you inhale, raise your hands up into the prayer position above your head and bring them to your heart for love, to your lips to speak your truth, and to your third eye to be connected to your higher self. Bowing down, namaste. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you again on the mat soon.